So, unang-una, may sipon ako guys. So, pasensyahan nyo na ako hindi masyadong maganda yung recording natin today. But on this video, pag-usapan natin yung aking reaction kung bakit hindi na-trade si Giannis at Antetokounmpo. Ano ba talaga yung tunay na dahilan? Si Ja Morant, pag-usapan din natin. Ito, pinilit na i-trade yata ng Memphis Grizzlies pero hindi natuloy. And syempre, pag-usapan natin yung Boston Celtics ko at saka yung Los Angeles Lakers mo. Pagkatapos po ng mabilis na introduction na to, usap tayo.
Powcast Sports, the number one independent sports voice of the Philippines.
Okay, salamat po sa pagsama sa akin dito sa ating daily podcast, basketball edition. At again, pagpasensya nyo na, kanina pa dapat tapos. Hindi lang ako makapagsimula kasi yung aking sipon medyo tumutulo. So sana gumaling tayo kagad. At anyway, hindi natin ito mapalampas. No? Kahapon gumawa tayo ng content or ng discussions about NBA trade so far. So ngayon, tapos na po ang NBA trade deadlines at nangyari na ang lahat ng dapat, parang hindi dapat, lahat ng nangyari. Ibig sabihin, tapos na po lahat ng trades. So, the next movement of the players will be after the, the season, off-season na. So, pag-usapan po lahat natin ng trade. Pero pag-usapan na muna na kagad natin itong si Giannis Antetokounmpo. So, ito po yung pinaka-expected na trade, no? Yung kay Giannis Antetokounmpo. Hindi po siya nangyari. Now, so of course, bago ang lahat, nagbasa-basa na tayo ng mga uh, articles and from what we've read, mukhang itong Milwaukee Bucks, mukhang hindi yata talaga seryoso na i-trade itong si Giannis Antetokounmpo. I guess that's the positive spin on it. Pero sa tingin ko, no, they tried but they wanted to have a bigger return na hindi nila nakuha because we heard that Miami Heat and the Timberwolves are really pushing hard on getting Giannis Antetokounmpo. Siguro it's not a win-win situation para sa Milwaukee Bucks. And Giannis already posted no something about this. And I think naman deserve naman talaga ni Giannis Antetokounmpo na mabigyan ng magandang supporting cast. And the Bucks has been trying to do so and has been doing so, I believe, to the best they can for the longest time. So I think this is para sa akin last effort ng Milwaukee Bucks to retain Giannis Antetokounmpo. To be honest, there's very few players that I would trade for Giannis Antetokounmpo kasi Giannis Antetokounmpo he could really change the team. And he's a leader. I mean, if you remove Giannis from Milwaukee Bucks, then talagang back to zero ang Milwaukee Bucks. So I would understand why the Milwaukee Bucks would hesitate or would not want to do any move, especially if ang makakapalit lang ay parang secondary player or unless talagang talagang ayaw na ni Giannis sa Bucks. So sa aking palagay, nagawa ng paraan ng Milwaukee Bucks na mangako no sa kay Giannis na he will build a better team or they will build a better team in the offseason. Pero as tingin ko last try na to. If for example, hindi sila nakagawa ng paraan or hindi maganda ang naging resulta uli, baka last ditch na. Ano ba ang standing ngayon ng ng Milwaukee Bucks? Tingnan ko nga sandali yung standing. Pakita ko rin sa inyo. Sa standing of the Milwaukee Bucks right now is not good. 20 and 29. So I do not know if they could still push for the postseason. But anything could still change in the offseason. So they're still making a risk and I think it's a good risk para sa Milwaukee Bucks to retain him. So yun ang aking masasabi. So but who? Sino kukuha ng Milwaukee Bucks? That's the biggest question. And again, may Damian Lillard pa sila dito, no? Di natin alam how that would work. Siguro isa pa 'yon, something na Giannis can wait kung that might still work. Because that has worked. Again, naging competitive naman ang Bucks eh. Ngayon lang talaga parang sablay talaga yung mga nakuha nila mga players. I was wondering bakit hindi at least na-trade away yon. So we'll see about that. I think that's the Milwaukee Bucks. For Ja Morant, so nabasa ko and I've heard Ja Morant, the Grizzlies has been trying to trade away Ja Morant kasi si Ja Morant He was a good player. He's still a good player, pero of course the antics, the injuries, and lately yung kanyang performance isn't really the kind of player or on that level na we expected to be, mababa. And I think the value of Jamorant has gone down. According to reports, may mga nag-offer naman for Jamorant pero ang baba daw ng offer. Ang baba ng return of investment for Jamorant. So, the Grizzlies cannot think twice pero ang ibig sabihin nito, the Grizzlies is already signaling another changes in their strategy. Mukhang they're leaning towards Coward or ED. Ito yung mga bagong magagaling ngayon sa Grizzlies. Now, the thing with Grizzlies is that ang galing nila maghanap ng mga young talents. Ang dami nilang young talents. And for years now, tuloy-tuloy mga parang the Grizzlies knows how to find talents, but unfortunately they cannot find a way to get through the humps na the talent would stay good and stay with the Memphis Grizzlies and compete talaga dun sa high level. Parang I mean, they're good enough but not really good. And they keep changing right away. So I do not know how I mean, I'm a big fan of the Grizzlies kasi for a while, no. Again, kung hindi mo alam nung panahon na Tony Allen and Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, and I believe the Memphis Grizzlies always find a way to stay entertained and kumbaga entertaining, competitive, but not to the point that they are like really up there, no? Parang lagi silang kapos ang Memphis Grizzlies. So sayang. But Ja Morant, expect him to be traded siguro or to be moved out of the Memphis Grizzlies in the offseason kasi they're again trying to focus on the young talents again. And hopefully this time it sticks. Halata naman no. They move Bane, they move Jaren Jackson Jr. So they're trying to move itong si Ja Morant. So the Memphis is trying to do something different now and moving forward. Ang bilis lang, no? Parang wala namang nangyari. Magbago na kagad sila. Ang bilis nila mag-adjust na adapt. 'Yon. So sa Boston Celtics naman, syempre Boston Celtics is our favorite team. Ang Boston Celtics actually para sa akin, they made the right move in getting a big center and a center in Vucevic. Sa akin kasi for the longest time from the start, sinabi ko na I mean, when we let go of Porzingis, Al Horford, and Luke Cornett, three big centers ang kagad nawala. And one thing that not Luke Cornett is a good backup. He's like itong si Keita. And we have Keita. Keita is contributing. But one thing that we lost is the guy like Christopher Zingis or Al Horford. These are the shooting bigs. And acquiring Vucevic, who's a decent shooter as well from the outside and is a big man as well, give us that flexibility. Plus, syempre, tax savings na rin from what I've heard. That's why nilet go nila si Minot, si Tillman, si Anthony Simmons, and I think there was one other guy na tinanggal ng Boston Celtics. And let me just double check. Sino ba yung nawala sa Boston Celtics? There was one other guy. Pero na-sign si Amari Williams, no? And I think Ron Harper Jr. is gonna get a big opportunity. So, huh. At fairness, si Tillman. So, I think okay na rin ang move ng Boston Celtics. I hope mas maging competitive ang Boston Celtics in the coming games. Celtics is already competitive and the move with Vucevic signals na they really wanted to kumbaga mabalik yung dating parang style ng Boston Celtics. Even without Jaylen Brown, Boston Celtics has been competitive. So I think para sa akin, it's a very smart move ang ginawa ng Boston Celtics. Speaking of smart move, I do not know about the Los Angeles Lakers. But the Los Angeles Lakers acquiring Kennard, no? Na sabi asar nga pa nga na white daw. The Los Angeles became just got another white dude. Pero yung Los Angeles Lakers getting rid of Gabe Vincent na naging parang yung Gabe Vincent actually sa totoo lang parang a letdown eh. A letdown. I mean, acquiring Gabe Vincent from the Miami Heat before, as far as I can remember, ang ganda ng laro ni Gabe Vincent sa Miami Heat. But for the Los Angeles Lakers, I think it's a little bit of a letdown. So, but the Lakers needed a spot-up shooter. Luke Kennard was a very good shooter, a high percentage shooter. So they got that guy. So Luke Kennard, di ba, yun naman ang sinasabi nyo na spot-up shooter. So I think it's a good addition, but I would also, if I was a Laker, I think isa sa hinahanap din ng mga Lakers yung a big center na mas okay kaysa kay do sa center nila. Pero again, siguro we're just asking too much kasi meron na silang Aiton eh. Meron na silang Jackson Hayes na is the big guys. Siguro ano lang, proper utilization lang sa mga yon ang kailangan for the Lakers. So I hope the Lakers becomes better with Luke Kennard because Gabe Vincent really I think that's a good signing for the Los Angeles Lakers. Some of the other signing, let's look one by one on the signing of each of every teams. And by the way guys, sa mga baguhan po dito sa channel ko, I do talk about boxing, basketball, and MMA. These are the three favorite sports that I have. Most of the time, I talk about boxing and basketball only. So if you like this type of conversation, please do so. I do a lot of live at night. So please do subscribe. So Atlanta Hawks. I think the Atlanta Hawks signaling again a new start. They have young guys, Jalen Johnson, and Jonathan Kuminga and CJ McCollum is going to be a good addition. I like the movement or what the Atlanta Hawks did. Trey Young isn't happy with the Atlanta Hawks, and Christopher Porzingis isn't really healthy. So Atlanta Hawks did great. So Boston Celtics, we already talked about it. Brooklyn Nets. You add someone without losing anyone significance. That's a win. The Charlotte Hornets, Kobe White and Tyus Jones. Wow, this is a great addition for Charlotte Hornets. Tyus Jones, a guard, and Kobe White, the scorer from the Boston. I'm surprised that the Chicago Bulls, I mean, traded Kobe White. So quite surprised about that. But this is a good move by the Charlotte Hornets. It doesn't mean that like let's say for example, a team A and team B, team A won the trade. It doesn't mean that the team B always lose the trade. It's possible also that they both win the trade. So much like the Chicago Bulls made a lot of transactions or move this trade deadline. So they acquired Anthony Simmons, who actually already played great in his first game. Unfortunately, they lost. And Colin Sexton, Jaden Ivey, and a whole lot of second round picks for Kobe White, Nikola Vucevic, and Ayu Dusonmu. They lost some quality guys, but again, the Chicago Bulls still got a lot of return of investment for Anthony Simmons that would replace Kobe White. Jaden Ivey is also good. Again, a lot of good guards in Chicago Bulls, and I think that's also fine. The Chicago Bulls roster is still okay. The Cavaliers. This is kind of puzzling to me because Darius Garland has been a very good point guard for the Cleveland Cavaliers. So quite surprised that they traded away Darius Garland for James Harden. But that's James Harden. James Harden is a veteran, so this could be a signal that Cleveland Cavaliers wanted to compete now, and wanted to make sure that they get the chance for the playoffs, maybe the finals. They also got Dennis Schroeder, another veteran point guards. So they got James Harden and Dennis Schroeder, veteran point guards, playing together with, of course, Donovan Mitchell. So that's definitely a good thing. And Keon Ellis is a good backup shooting guard. So for me, Cleveland Cavaliers wanted to win right now. The base is basically the what is the messaging for that. Dallas Mavericks, they got Chris Middleton and some other players. They lost Anthony Davis and D'Angelo Russell. Well, uh, the Dallas Mavericks maybe think about the future. I'm not quite sure what they're trying to do, but they didn't get anything for now. So I think they're trying to prepare for the future. So maybe that's the move. They let go of D'Angelo and Anthony Davis, they just got for Luka Doncic. I mean, imagine that they traded away Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis. Now they trade away Anthony Davis for what? Chris Middleton and a whole bunch of other players. So that's kind of questionable for me. The Denver Nuggets didn't do anything much. Distant Detroit Pistons, they got Kevin Huerter. Okay, they lost Jaden Ivey. Okay. Huh. This one, the Golden State Warriors. I don't really like this. Kristaps Porzingis, I love him from when he was still playing with Boston Celtics when he was uh, healthy. But even with the Boston Celtics, he was fragile. I mean, he's only being used you have to just strategically use Kristaps Porzingis on the right time because he gets injured. But on the other hand, they lost Jonathan Kuminga, who isn't really been doing great or contributing with the Golden State Warriors. Not because he cannot, but because the Golden State Warriors wouldn't. I would have wanted for the Golden State Warriors to get someone that's healthy. So I kind of don't understand this move by the Golden State Warriors. The Houston Rockets didn't do anything. Indiana Pacers got Ivaka Zubac for Benedict Mathurin. I like Benedict Mathurin, so I also kind of question this trade. The Los Angeles Clippers, A plus according to Yahoo Sports, and I agree with that. They got younger, Darius Garland, Benedict Mathurin, who is the center now of Los Angeles Clippers. Let me see who's the center of the Los Angeles Clippers right now, because Avaka Subak has been really reliable for the Los Angeles Clippers. So right now, who is in the center position for the Clippers? John Collins. Who else? Isaiah Jackson, Brook Lopez. Okay. Well, they got some centers, but not as great as the Ivak Subak. I was actually thinking that maybe Ivak Subak would be the target for the Boston Celtics, but I guess the Vucevic is also okay. Also, it's a tax saving. I think Vucevic has a expiring contract. Los Angeles Lakers, we already spoke about this, so kind of okay. Grizzlies, they got picks for Jaren Jackson. They're really moving up, really trying to think about the future. Um, hmm. But I do not know about letting go of Jaren Jackson without anyone in return. So Miami Heat, I think they were reserving all of their pieces with Giannis Antetokounmpo that fell off, so they didn't do anything. Milwaukee Bucks got Nick Richards. They didn't do anything as well. Minnesota Timberwolves, Ayo Dosonmu. I think this is a good one, but Rob Dillingham, I think it's a future star. I think is a very good player. Rob Dillingham is he just needed the opportunity. So where did Rob Dillingham go? I can't remember any trade. Guys, if you're still with me, if you're still listening to me up to this point, I appreciate you guys. Please let me know in the comment section that you're still listening to me in the 19 minutes. Where did Rob Dillingham get traded? Where did he go? Rob Dillingham is going where? Chicago Bulls acquired Rob Dillingham. Yeah, yeah. I forget. forgot right away. I was reading the Chicago Bulls, so I do not know if Rob Dillingham is gonna get an opportunity. Chicago Bulls, they have a lot of guard. Say Alvarado, I don't think this is a good trade as well. Yabusele is a very good player. Oklahoma City Thunder is getting Jared McCain for nothing. This is just gonna make City Thunders a better team. Tyus Jones, okay, nothing much. Philadelphia 76er, I think is a loser. Forget letting go of Jared McCain. Phoenix Suns didn't do anything. Do up Reed, not a big trade, but okay, they got this guy's shooter. Sacramento Kings got the Andre Hunter for Keon Ellis and okay, kind of okay. San Antonio Spurs did nothing. Toronto Raptors let go of Jaren Jackson. I think this is a good addition for the Utah Jazz. What this means is Utah Jazz wanted to compete right now. I mean, the Utah Jazz has, for me, I actually like how the Utah Jazz is being coached right now, and the young guys think it's just a matter of time before the Utah Jazz really goes up there and compete. Let me see where the Utah Jazz is right now in the standing. Utah Jazz is 12th. No, 13. Sorry about that. Maybe they want to compete now. So, well, Washington Wizard. This is this something that I don't understand with the Washington Wizard. If you remember, they traded away Bradley Beal and John Wall because of injuries, and they got Anthony Davis. So they wanted to compete right now. I mean, it looks good if Trey Young and Anthony Davis are like healthy, but we both know, especially for Anthony Davis, that's not the case. So I'm gonna scratch my head with this with Washington Wizards. They have some great young players they let go. Um, I just do not know. Um, no, well, they just let go CJ McCollum and Chris Middleton. I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel about the Washington Wizards, but that's the NBA trades, the significant trades that happened. For you guys, who do you think won or lost a trade? Let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you again on my next daily basketball podcast update. Salamat po sa inyo lahat.